Hey guys, welcome back to Dad's Garage. As you will see in the upcoming video, 0 to 60 times on these Scat Packs is really strong, particularly considering they are, these wide bodies are 4,480 pounds. They will get it from 0 to 60. So on my 2019 Scat Pack, it was a regular body. I was able to run a 4.5 a couple of times, just no traction with the 245s. With the wide body, it's on these Pirellis, it's all over the place because you just can't get traction. So it's about a 4.5, 4.6 most of the time. I have run a 4.1 in this 2021. The 2020, I was able to run a 4.0 a couple of times, but that was on the BFG tires, which are way better than these Pirellis as far as grip goes. So today, we're going to be at Discount Tire getting a competition tire. It's going to be the Toyo R888R, which came to me very highly recommended. It's really for road course racing, but the compound is very grippy, much like a drag radial. So from what I'm told by everybody, I am going to be very happy with these tires. So we're going to head out to Discount Tire here in just a bit. I'll bring you some footage from over there as we mount these Toyos on the back of this beast, and then we'll see if we can get some consistent 0 to 60 times. I'd really love to see sub 4-second times out of this car. I think it's very capable when I'm not spinning through first and part of second gear. So we will be over at Discount here shortly, and we'll pick it up from there. Check you in a minute. We finally did it. We broke into the threes. All right, that's what we were looking for. That gripped a lot better. So to recap, tire pressure 30 pounds on the rear, transmission track, traction street, suspension street, AC off, traction control on, and we do want the traction in street. So that's what we learned this morning, and we pulled our first time that's in the threes. All right, so there you have it. That's how I achieved a 3.9 in a 4,480 pound car, bone stock, stock weight, everything, 3.9. Pretty happy with that. I thought it could do a little better. May have been able to do a little better if I would have heated the tires up. I did not heat the tires up. I just drove around a little bit, but I did not do any kind of burnout to heat them up. So that might have made them a little stickier to where we could have got a little bit better time even. But I've tried every combination within, how to set the transmission, because I hear a lot of guys say, hey, use sport, don't use track. Well, I couldn't get nearly as good a time with sport, so I cut all those out. I had about 10 tries on it, and every time, the best times were always with that combination that I was telling you about. So we want suspension to be in street mode, because you do want that movement. So you're transferring weight to the rear of the car. You want that. Track mode on the transmission was the best for me times. You want to have your traction control on. I tried turning traction control off and I just blew the tires off of it. I would try to feather into it even, and I just couldn't get consistent times because how much spin I was getting. So I found traction control on was the faster route. Now, if you were on a prepared surface with the tires heated, this is a whole different thing. But on the street, this is what I found to be the best after a lot of testing and practicing. I do not use launch control. I have not found it to be effective. The people that are drag racers, that race Mopars, say do not use it. The way that you want to do it is you want to put your foot down on the brake, and then you want to go ahead and give it some gas to bring it up to about 1800 RPM, something like that. When you launch, go into it. Don't go full bore because you're just going to blow the tires off of it. Go in about half throttle, and then within about a half second, as soon as you start realizing it's starting to stick, hammer it. On those R888s, Rs, as they were spinning through first gear, they would heat up and they would start to grab. So they were quite consistent. I don't know if a drag radio might be better. The guy at Discount Tire said it's the same company as makes the Nitto Tri-5Rs, and the compound is the same as what they're telling me. Is it? I don't know. I only know what he told me. He told me that it was the same compound. But there you have it. Those tires work quite well. I would have liked to try some Nittos, but they are on national back order. That's actually what I went to buy. But they are on national back order, and they cannot tell me when they will have them back in stock. So went with these because they were available. So there you have it. 3.9, pretty good. I haven't seen anybody else saying threes, you know, on YouTube. I haven't seen a video of it. Maybe there is, but I haven't seen one. But we all know it's possible with these cars. You just got to get the right combination of your setup, and then you have to make sure that that you get a good tire on the back of it. But that's the best performance mod you can make on these cars for sure, is tires. Number one thing, good tires. I'd still buy the BFGs that I put on the Frostbite Scat Pack. I'd definitely buy those. That'd be my number one choice. Again, they worked fantastic on the Scat Pack, and I ran a 4.0 a couple of times in that car with the BFGs on it. So we know it's possible to run really good times with the BFGs, and it was fairly consistent too. Not as consistent as the Toyos, but it was quite good. So anyway, wanted to bring that to you. I hope it's helpful, and I hope that you guys can go run some times as good or better than this, and please leave below what kind of times you've been able to run. I cannot wait to hear it. And if you've run times faster than this, please let me know, and let me know what you did to achieve that time too. And I'm talking about street times. I do want to hear if you ran it on a strip on a prepared surface too, a better time, because I'd love to hear, you know, how it did on that, because I've never done that with any of these cars. I've never had them on drag strips. So would love to hear that, but certainly would love to hear how you did on the street with it and what setup you used to achieve good times. So we'll catch you next time right here on Dad's Garage.